Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David, and this is the Magic Review. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're ready for another magic review, because that's what I do. And it's card magic, right? It's card magic because that's what I love the most. I love card magic. I'm a card magician. I review card magic and mentalism. That would probably be the bulk of what I review. I know people always ask me to review coin magic. They always ask me to do stage or like metal bending and things like that. I know that stuff's out there, and I try to review the latest and the greatest all the time. I want you to make sure that you know what's coming out, what's hitting the shelves, but card magic is always near and dear to my heart. If a magician ever says, hey, I got this new like card magic trick, you wanna see it? I'm like, yes. So I try to make sure that I review those things for you. So if you like that kind of stuff, make sure you hit like and subscribe, hit your notifications so that you're notified when those reviews go live. Today, we're gonna look at the Sovereign Sandwich from David Jonathan. All right, so what is the Sovereign Sandwich? It's a sandwich effect. What's a sandwich effect? Good question. Sandwich effect typically goes that the magician shows two cards. So in this case, it's the two Black Kings. Two cards, tabled or lost in the deck, whatever. You know, two jokers, could be anything. Spectator selects a card freely. They sign the card, it's lost back in the deck. And then through some series of shuffles and cuts, the spectator's card is then sandwiched between the two cards the magician showed you at first. That's a sandwich trick. Now, what separates David Jonathan's trick out from the rest is, with this one, card is freely selected, no force. Card is signed by the spectator, no duplicate. And then the deck is handed to the spectator. They cut and shuffle it. They fan through the cards, and the card is sandwiched. They did the sandwich trick themselves. Let's talk about this review. All right, so to make sure that you always get honest and factual reviews from me every single time, I always ask and answer the same exact questions because this is your money and I want you to spend it wisely. I want you to spend it on magic that you're gonna like and love and perform. Let's say you buy this, you order it, it comes through the mail, what are you gonna get? You get a little plastic sleeve. Inside, you're getting just the gimmicks you need to do this effect. I like that, it saves you money. You can get red gimmicks or blue gimmicks in bicycle back, of course, so you have to provide your own deck of cards. They are gimmicks, okay? They are gimmicks, so they're not inspectable, and they do stay in the deck the entire time. There's no loading, there's no ditching. You'll also get the download code to the video, and the video is roughly 37 minutes long. Is it what I thought? No, it's not actually. I had two thoughts about what it could be, and I'll tell you right now what it isn't. There's no short cards in this, and there's no rough and smooth. Can the deck be inspected? I mean, that's one of the beautiful things about this trick is that there's only two gaff cards and the rest of the deck is normal. That makes it a 98% normal deck. And the whole premise of the deck trick is that the spectator cuts, the spectator shuffles. So in their mind, they have inspected it, right? And yeah, I don't think they would ever find a thing. All right, so what's the overall quality and production value of the video? Like I said, it's 37 minutes long. You got David Jonathan seated at a table, primarily with a stationary camera. And occasionally you'll get the over-the-shoulder shot where you need it. That's nice. As far as what he's going to teach you, you're going to get a full performance. He's going to cover what's in the box, to do a quick overview of what happens. Like briefly, he'll explain, this is how it goes. This is the secret. And then kind of once you watch that, you're like, oh, I get it. And then he heads into a longer explanation where he goes over every single aspect, including problems that could arise and then how to resolve it. He'll end with a closing bonus effect and some final thoughts. Is it well made? Like I said, you supply your own deck, but the two gimmicks that you get are United States Playing Card Company cards. How much practice does this require? Like we've been saying through this whole thing, the spectator does most of the work. So that means you have to be good at giving instructions. You have to remember how the instructions go, because if you miss a part, it will backfire, right? And you have to make sure that your spectator is following instructions, right? Which means you're a good instruction giver, they're a good instruction taker. And then you just have to remember, I don't know how to say this without giving it away. You kind of just have to remember how everything is pointing, how everything is facing. Otherwise you could mess it up. But there's no hard slides, there's nothing difficult, there's no knuckle busting moves. It's a 98% normal deck, and I would say it's a 98% almost self-working effect. How much setup and reset is there? There's no force, right? There's no force. A spectator can select any card. It's just putting 4 cards in their place and you're done. Positives. All right, so what are the positives? The gimmicks are perfectly hidden in the deck. The gimmicks do all the work. This fools laymen and magicians alike. Negatives. All right, so what are the negatives? You know, like I say around here, there's good and there's bad to everything. I try to show you the good and the bad so that you can have both, right? And then make up your own mind about whether you think this fits your style. With this trick, like I was saying earlier, a lot of it relies on you being a good instruction giver, them being a good instruction taker. If they shuffle the cards funny and you're like, oh, they could mess it up. And a lot of it depends on you remembering how everything is facing, how everything is pointing. I think if you mess that part up too, you'll find yourself stumbling and fumbling. So even though this is a trick that relies on the spectator doing some of the work, you still need to practice this trick, maybe as if you were the spectator. Give yourself the instruction and then you follow it. Listen to yourself, give the instruction, and then follow what you yourself did. And take turns sliding the deck across the table to them or handing it to them and then walking around to the other side and watching how the deck moves. Also with the 37-minute video, there was a couple of times where the microphone goes out and you can still hear him, but just the audio quality isn't consistent through the entire video. Is it worth your money? It's 15 bucks. $15 is the price you'd pay for a packet trick, and this is more than a packet trick. You get 2 gimmicked cards, specially printed, 37 minutes worth of video. If you like sandwich tricks, if you're new to sandwich tricks, who would like this? People who are new to sandwich tricks who've never done one before, and they would like a gimmicked one to kind of help them smooth out the edges. Something you could do really easily without any knuckle busting slights. This is a great one. All right, so that's everything I can say about Sovereign Sandwich from David Jonathan. I want to thank David for allowing me to have this trick so that I could do the review for you. And if you'd like to purchase it for yourself, you can find it wherever quality magic tricks are sold. Thanks guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.